Welcome back to Revenge Movie Recaps. Enjoy this recap of a woman who is left handcuffed to her dead husband as part of a sick revenge plot. Unable to get free, she has to survive as two killers arrive to finish her off. Emma is unhappily married to her cold and controlling husband Mark, a criminal attorney. After ending her affair with Tom, a partner at her husband's firm, Emma goes out with Mark to celebrate their anniversary. At dinner, Mark surprises her with a necklace made of steel. Emma gives Mark Super Bowl tickets, but he sneers at them as he says the team is useless and won't win, and pushes the tickets back to her. Mark then slowly puts the necklace on her neck. As they leave the restaurant, Mark asks Emma to wear the blindfold he has hidden in her jacket. He then drives her to a secluded lake house that they used to visit early in their relationship. He apologizes for his past behavior and they make love. The next morning, Emma wakes up and finds herself handcuffed to Mark, who abruptly shoots himself in the head. Forced to drag Mark's corpse everywhere, Emma discovers he destroyed her cell phone and removed every sharp item in the house. She eventually finds the SUV keys in the trash and reaches the garage. When she starts the vehicle, the radio plays a taunting message from Mark, revealing he knew of her affair. The SUV then dies as all of the gas had been siphoned out. Hours later, Tom arrives at the lake house and explains that he was summoned there by messages from Emma's phone and that Mark was facing disbarment for illegal activities. They both realize Mark sent the messages just as a truck is seen approaching in the distance. Tom tells Emma to hide, as a man named Jimmy emerges from the truck. He tells Tom he's there to fix the plumbing and refuses to leave when Tom tries persuading him. Jimmy's brother, Bobby, then gets out of the truck and stabs Tom to death. It's revealed Bobby was a stalker who once attacked Emma and just got out of prison after serving 10 years. Emma manages to evade the men and makes it to the boat shed. She uses an anchor to cut herself free from Mark's corpse and hides just as the men enter the shed. Emma overhears them revealing Mark hired them to kill her and that they must find the diamonds they were promised. When the men leave to search the house, Emma comes out of her hiding place and wraps plastic around her feet as she has no shoes on. The men know this as she has left a partial bloody footprint in the ice. They know she could not have gotten far. Bobby suspects the diamonds are in the bedroom safe, which requires Mark's fingerprints and a code that Emma would know. As the men search the house, Emma finds a fuel can. She pulls it with a rope in the snow, just as one of the men comes out of the house. Emma lies down in the snow so that he cannot see her. When he's gone, she goes to the garage to refuel the SUV. While Emma tries to refuel the SUV, Bobby comes looking for her. Emma quickly hides against one of the SUV wheels. Bobby walks around to see if he can find her and notices the fuel cap is open. He now realizes that Emma is trying to escape, so slashes the SUV's tires. Emma then makes her way to the attic and lures the men there. She knocks Bobby out with a club and locks Jimmy in a nearby room. She attempts to escape in Tom's car, but Bobby intervenes. Emma manages to dial 911 on Tom's phone before he drags her out of the car. Jimmy arrives and realizes that Emma has now called the police. Bobby and Jimmy start arguing about the fact the police could be there soon. Bobby tells Jimmy that they are not throwing away $250,000. While Emma is lying on the ground, she tells Bobby that she doesn't have the combination for the safe. Bobby looks at her and says, "We will see about that," and kicks her unconscious. She later wakes up in the bedroom, once again cuffed to Mark's body. Bobby is in the room and grabs Emma and holds her to the ground. He tells Emma that the safe's code is the date that Mark proposed to her. When she refuses to cooperate, Bobby threatens to torture her. Jimmy changes tack and points Mark's gun at Bobby. Emma agrees to reveal the code if she is set free first. Emma is uncuffed and she tells them the code. Bobby opens the safe, only to find a hacksaw inscribed with a clue that implies the diamonds are in Emma's necklace, which has no latch and is impossible to remove. Bobby realizes the necklace can only be retrieved by decapitating Emma. Jimmy tries wrestling the saw away from Bobby, but is accidentally impaled on a coat hook, killing him. Enraged, Bobby attacks Emma, stabbing her in the leg. She manages to fight him off and cuff Bobby to Mark's body. Emma makes it back to Tom's car as Bobby pursues, dragging Mark with him. She hits Bobby with the car but then crashes into the boat shed. Bobby manages to pull himself to the car while still dragging Mark's body. He opens the door and sees that Emma has escaped from the SUV. Bobby then sees Emma crawling on the ice, injured from the crash. He continues to chase Emma while still dragging the body. They move further onto the lake with Bobby slipping continuously. Bobby finally manages to grab Emma's foot and they start fighting each other. Bobby tries to stab Emma and pierces the ice with his knife. Bobby slams Emma onto the lake surface and the sound of cracking ice is heard. Bobby starts strangling Emma. Just as she is about to pass out, she grabs the knife and stabs Bobby in the chest. Mark's dead body then breaks through the ice and starts dragging Bobby with him. Bobby grabs Emma as he falls through the ice, dragging her down with him and Mark. Emma, still struggling with Bobby, grabs the knife embedded in his chest and stabs him in the eye. Emma breaks free and swims to the surface, only to realize she cannot find the entrance to where she fell in, and is stuck under the ice. She tries to break the ice with the butt of the knife. It looks like she will drown as she cannot break the ice. We then see from above the lake a knife blade break through the ice. Emma breaks through the ice and manages to climb out of the lake. The movie ends with Emma lying on her back. She takes off her wedding band and it slowly rolls into the dark icy lake.